Thank you for that wonderful introduction, and congratulations to all of the honorees. The introduction was really nice, although someone did recently told me that when folks want to honor you, it means you're getting old. So I guess it's official. It's very uplifting to see so many of you here tonight to support the efforts of the foundation for the benefit of the team schools. My experience with the team family has centered around my work on a variety of financial transactions that raise money for the team to construct and furnish facilities that will house the team charter school students, teachers, and administrative staff. I must say that for the people whose job it is to implement the team mission, there is no transaction too complex, too creative, or too arcane for them to consider. In fact, I think they enjoy the challenge. If it's complicated, involves multiple layers of federal, state, and local government, requires 11th hour calls to the Internal Revenue Service for tax clarifications, involves multiple financial institutions and newly created special purpose entities, and has closing deadlines that are as tight as a pair of underpants that are 3 sizes too small, the team folks want to do it. It's enough to make your hair stand up. Well, not my hair. With tremendous leadership from the team representatives, the project participants assembled by team have been able to achieve some pretty remarkable results. By way of example, in connection with the recent transaction for Team's new high school being constructed on Central Avenue in Norfolk, the debt service obligation for this state-of-the-art facility is less than 1/2 of the $2.1 million annual debt service that would have been required to be paid with more conventional financing techniques. It's very impressive, and the savings represent more operating money that can be spent where it's most needed, which is on programs for the children. In preparation for this evening, I toured the team's Newark Collegiate Academy located on Broad Street, and I was guided on the tour by an outstanding female member of the senior class, Maya Dente. It was a nostalgic experience for me that invoked feelings, twinges of sadness and envy that came from reflecting on my own high school experience, and that came as a real surprise to me. I spent a portion of my high school years, 3 in fact, at St. Benedict's Prep, located on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Newark, and that's High Street for anyone over 40. My freshman year at St. Benedict's was 1969, which was a couple of years after the Newark riots. That event contributed to a significant shift in the racial composition of the city and also of the St. Benedict's student body. Further, it caused a split in the monastery over the mission of the school in a changing and charged racial environment. I lived in East Orange, but many of my closest friends were from the neighborhoods and the housing projects that surrounded the school. The school closed in 1992, but reopened a year later with a new vision and purpose that has made it a great success story in urban education. Nevertheless, almost 40 years later, the sense of loss of that school closure, the fractured friendships, the loss of educational continuity, and the fears of starting our senior year at a new school is a vivid memory that has stayed with me and with many of my former classmates even today. And so it was, in watching the Newark Collegiate Academy students laugh and joke and interact and learn, that I experienced my twinges of sadness and envy, not having had the opportunity to close out my high school years with my fellow students and friends. However, my reflections also caused me to realize how important it is for us to be here tonight. As I walked the halls with Maya, I was filled with a sense of appreciation and excitement. As I visited the classrooms, spoke with the teachers, and watched the students change classes, it was apparent to me that this school, and as I understand, all team schools, are very special places indeed. It's obvious that there's a tremendous respect by and among the students, teachers, and staff for one another, and for the shared mission of providing educational opportunities and options to the student members of the community. Also, there was respect for the school facility, the physical plant, and that bodes well for the new high school. It's also apparent that there exist deep and abiding friendships among the students. When asked, Maya knew the colleges that most of her senior classmates would attend, or those colleges from which they were waiting to hear. From my observations, it became clear to me that the team concept is the creation of an educational community, in essence, an extended family. And in that extended family, the students feel that they are in a safe and nurturing environment where they are infused with courage and are not afraid or ashamed to give effort and to learn. That's very powerful. A safe and nurturing environment where students are infused with courage and are not afraid or ashamed to give effort and to learn. It's pretty simple to state and to understand, but all environments, especially safe and nurturing ones, are hard to create and even harder to maintain, and harder still in a challenging urban setting. And that's why it's so important for us to be here this evening. The new facilities that are being constructed undoubtedly will contribute to the educational aura of the team schools and greatly enhance the learning opportunities that currently exist. However, the real magic in this effort and in the team institution is the hard work and commitment by the students, teachers, parents, administrators, and foundation representatives to create the proper learning environment. They are the real honorees, and we are here to help provide them with the resources that they need to keep team and the dream alive. I am honored to help. Thank you.